Well, okay. Now, some people have said, um, oh, look at the horror of President Trump separating children from their families at the Texas border there. What could be something so terrible to separate a very young child from his parents? Um, yeah, I mean, it is horrible. It's terrible. I'm not in favor of that. I'm not in favor of Trump building walls and messing with the immigrants and all that and these families and stuff like that. I mean, this is a land of opportunity, right? So don't go to these kind of horrendous means to try to get your way like that. So I'm not in favor of these things. But Biden has done worse things than that. Worse things. To approve of an abortion law where a woman goes to have an abortion at the ninth month, and the doctor brings the baby to birth, all right? And then to leave it there on the surgery table, let the child die a natural death without any help or anything like that, and then come back and throw that child in a garbage can? Now, what's worse? To do something like that, where a woman simply walks away from her child, and the doctor gets it, or the nurse gets it and throws it in a garbage can and kills it, and Biden approving of that and giving money for that, and I mean, who's the worst one, right? Who's the baby killer? Who's the one that destroys families and parents and women and all that sort of thing? So how come people don't get upset about that? How come they make a big stink about that? How come they don't go and protest and expose this man and say, look what he's doing? He's supporting this kind of thing. He's giving money for this, to kill babies on a surgery on a table after they're born on the ninth month with this new kind of form of abortion. Yeah. So tell me about it. Like I said, I'm not in favor of what Trump does, but in that sense of the immigrants and all that. But what Biden does is 100 times worse. 100 times worse. At least the kid on the border, he's got a place to stay. He might not see his parents, but he's got food. He's got some kind of protection and support from the government and sort of thing. Even though it's not right, but he still has. But where's the support for a child that is being left to die? A death, a terrible death with no support from the doctor or the woman who just walks away and leaves that kid to die. That's her very flesh and blood. So and Biden approving of that and giving money for that, right? And then he comes and says, "Oh, I'm here to unite America." Yeah, where, in a cemetery? With a bunch of dead kids? Aren't these kids Americans? All these little children that are born and left to die, aren't these American children? And so what kind of America are you constructing? Where's the respect for life and for American life? I mean, what the heck are you uniting? That's no union where you leave a part of the population to be killed and die and all that. Hitler did the same thing. Hitler, he was very popular. People went nuts over him, crazy. They said, "Oh, this man's going to save our country. He's going to give us jobs, this and that and all that." Look where he brought the people. Where did all the enthusiasm go? He built over 100 concentration camps in Germany. He put all these people to those death mills. He killed thousands of people, millions of people. So that's your popular man. That's the man that's loved by the people and all that. Biden's going to do the same thing. He's going to keep quiet about abortion. People don't care. People didn't care about the concentration camps during the time of Hitler. People don't care about the babies being killed and murdered and everything else here in our country. So it's all this on. It's history is just going to repeat itself. People don't care anymore. They've lost their sense of life. They've gone crazy, and they're electing a murderer, assassin to lead our country. So don't come telling me about Trump and the border and all that, where this man does 100 times worse, killing these poor defenseless babies to die on a table after they're born. Horrible, horrible. This is the man, this scum person that he says he's a Catholic and a man of God, and he sacrilegiously goes to Mass and receives communion, the body of Christ, and then goes and kills innocent babies. Like Jesus said in the gospel, many will come to me in those days. Oh, we were in your presence, and we went to your sacraments and all that. And God says, get the hell out of here. Who knows you? I don't know you and all you murderer and you assassin.